Alright guys, welcome to the video. Anthony here, Special Analysis. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Want to talk about what we witnessed this morning along with what we witnessed and I did for myself this afternoon. So let me just grab another chart here real quick. I want to kind of walk you guys through how we kicked the morning off. So we came into the market at 8 o'clock as we gathered together. Today we had an expectation of Powell speaking at 10 a.m. Now we believe that the majority of what he had to say had already been kind of taken care of yesterday, so we didn't really get much out of that. We did have 10 a.m. crude oil inventory report. I will get to crude in a minute. But this morning we had a really in-depth talk about kind of structuring the way the market's going to work for you. You know what I mean? Like, how are you as a trader going to enter your trades? I give my traders a very specific, very clean-cut way to trade with the trend. For those of you who have never heard of this study before, there's a study called the Turtle Traders. Basically, they took a group of people who have never traded before in their lifetime and simply taught them to only trade with the trend. And in doing this, these small group of people were very successful. So I advocate my traders to simply trade with the trend until they become proficient at whether it be pattern trading, double top, double bottom, wedges, reversals, things of that nature. So in some of my prior videos, I've covered this in depth, but we were looking at gold this morning, for instance. We broke this prior high here. We had 2 time frame momentum, price above our fast moving averages, above both of our VWAPs, and we had a really great follow through. And I had specifically said to them, hey, if the low of this candle here holds on this correction, and you can see we stayed above that middle fast moving average, that we'd probably get another push out of it. And then when we got this wide bar here, I said, hey, listen, if we can't close above this, we're going to probably take a steeper correction. Now, listen, I don't have a crystal ball. There is no magic to this. It's just simply repetition for over an extremely long period of time that I can sit here, look at the market and say, all right, I've seen this scenario before. If A happens, B and C likely follows. If X happens, Y and Z likely follows. So, I was looking at this candle specifically. You could see we pulled back and then we pushed really aggressive. And then when this wide bar printed again, I went on to say, hey, if we can't close above the wide bar, there's a chance that we fall back. And all those things transpired. Again, not because there's a crystal ball, just because I've seen it so many hundreds or thousands of times. All right. We looked also specifically at the Nasdaq and the S&P. Right. So the Nasdaq here this morning, 8 o'clock. I told them, hey, listen, we came through this level. This is a level I drew yesterday. If we pull back and find support, we'll probably squeeze higher into this pivot above. And we did. Listen, this is not a massive move, but if you're just looking to pay yourself, something, here's 50 ticks on the Nasdaq that were brainless. We had our 2 time frame momentum. Price was above our fast moving average. We had a predetermined level here. And I said, if this level holds, we should squeeze here into this pivot. I didn't have any reason to believe that we wouldn't. Right? Now, yes, we had some selling come into the market here, but we were holding at support in an uptrend. So what direction do you think you want to trade? Do you want to trade in an uptrend until you become proficient at identifying significant reversals? And guys, ultimately, that's something you will graduate to. But first things first, right? Let's focus on what the market's doing now. Let's focus on trading with the trend and becoming proficient at that, because it will deliver you your highest success rate. What has the market gone on to do right now? Right? 2 time frame momentum, price above all 3 fast moving averages, leading our 2 VWAPs, plenty of buying volume. We broke a prior high here and haven't looked back. Right? Here's the Nasdaq into that same pivot we were looking at earlier for 181 ticks, and where we are currently and still climbing, we're sitting at over 300 ticks. If you just trade with the trend, okay? If you just follow the simple rules and checklist I give you and integrate it into your personal plan, your risk management. Guys, this is not hard, right? The plan doesn't suck. What sucks is your ability to execute the plan. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, right? But just you have to be patient enough to wait for the market to give you exactly what you want or exactly what you need. And I'm going to show you a reversal trade. That's the trade I took today, right? But I'm proficient at identifying them, all right? So Nasdaq here, another 300 ticks, right? This should pay your mortgage, no problem, right? This is an easy one. Okay? S&P 500, if you're not a Nasdaq trader, what did the S&P do this afternoon? Well, pretty much the same thing. We broke that prior high, we danced on it, we held the fast-moving averages, which is what's most important, okay? And we just walked higher. We walked higher from a retest of this prior high, right? First pivot, boom, 15 ticks. Second pivot, 29 ticks. Third pivot, 49, 48 ticks. 55 ticks. 80 ticks. We are currently resting at 86 ticks and potentially still climbing. Why? Because all you have to do is follow what I teach you, okay? Integrate it into how it works for you specifically. But if you are not a consistent trader yet, which most people aren't, and that's okay, we were all there. The first thing you need to do is master patience, discipline, consistency. All of those are the most easily achievable by simply trading with the trend. The S&P 500 is going higher. 2 time frame momentum, all right? Price above all 3 fast moving averages, all synced up, above both VWAPs. Guys, I give you the screen, I give you the script. All you have to do is follow it, all right? Beautiful, beautiful move, all right? And that's all it has to be. You just have to be patient and wait. Now, I understand the market only trends a certain percentage of the time. Well, guess what? How are you going to build patience? You're going to build patience by practicing patience. That's the way you go on to do it, all right? Now, gold here did what? It rolled over. We don't have 2 time frame momentum. My modified MACD tells you what? The market's flat. Leave it alone. The Nasdaq and the S&P are trending. Okay? Why in the world would you be fighting with gold if the Nasdaq and the S&P are trending? Now, speaking of trending, crude oil, after the inventory report, went on to trend. Okay? Look at this nice 2 time frame momentum push higher. Yeah, it was a little aggressive. Okay? If you have the stomach for it, fine. If you don't, it's okay. You had plenty to pick from today. Now, I'm going to tell you exactly how I played crude oil, and in doing so, I'm going to tell you exactly what I told my traders live, okay? So, just because the session runs from 8 to 11, if there's something I see and I'm at the desk and I'm actively trading and I'm actively monitoring the market, I'm going to go ahead and speak up, right? And I'm only going to speak up if I genuinely believe that there's something to say. Well, crude oil, again, took this aggressive push, right, here into higher time frame resistance. Okay, here's your daily chart, here's your 4-hour chart, here is higher time frame resistance, 82.42. We take a push into 82.42, and this specific candle that prints at 11:55 is the onset to me believing that the high has been placed. Maybe not for the session, but at least for the moment, okay? I will provide the evidence to this inside the blog post. Why? Because I believe you need to see it so that you understand why I took the initiative to get on the mic with my live clients that are still trading and say, hey guys, FYI, I believe that crude oil has placed a high. Whether it's temporary or the session high, that story is still yet to be told. Okay? Why am I telling them this? Well, they can do whatever they want with the information. Whether they're long crude and they want to tighten up their stock, whatever they want to do. That's none of my business. It's none of my business to tell people what to do with their money. I told them specifically what I saw because I was going to act upon it. Now, I can't tell them I'm going to act upon it, and I can't tell them what to do. I can't tell you what to do, right? I'm not your financial advisor. I don't understand your finances. I'm not licensed to be your financial advisor. I don't want to be your financial advisor, okay? I am a trader at heart that is eagerly anxious to help people be successful in the most high failure rate business in the world. Why? Because it's hard, okay? Nobody's hiding the truth. It's hard, but once you understand it and once you know how to control yourself, guys, it is the most profitable business you are ever going to have from the comfort of your home, right? My kitchen is behind me. I was making my wife dinner, preparing her dinner for later while this trade was transpiring. Why? Because I have a monster 55-inch screen. What you're looking at is a 55-inch monitor that I can see from the living room. That's how big it is, right? Because once I'm in the trade, once I've managed the trade, once I've taken profit, once I have targets set, there's nothing left for me to do. If I micromanage it, I'm going to screw it up. So I step away and I prepare my wife dinner. So right here, 11:55, on set to, hey guys, listen, there's a really good chance the high's been placed, whether temporary or for the session. That story's still yet to be told. Right over here, 12:15, hey guys, listen, there's a really good chance that the high here has been placed. If we do not hold 82.30, we will go lower. Well, guess what happened at 82.30? Not only did we break below it at 12.35, we retested it at 12.45, and we continued lower towards 81.80. Now, I started adding to my position as it continued going in my direction. And you may go, why did you do that? Well, I started my position here. I started taking profit. I paid myself enough money that at that point, the rest was all gravy. And then, every time the market bumped back higher, I would add to my position, right? As soon as the market would fall, I would take a little more off and get my stop in. So I kept averaging my way into the position until I ultimately got stopped out with the balance of my trade. Did I care? No. Why? Because I got short, I took profit, market pushed back up, I added to the position, I took more profit, market pushed back up, I added to the position, I took more profit. I just kept playing the stair-step game. Now, maybe you're not proficient at that, maybe you don't have an account size that can sustain that, that's fine, right? That's a little more advanced. But simplistically, where was the ideal place to get short? Where did I say the confirmation was going to come? A break of 82.30. We broke it, stayed below it, retested it. From 82.30, we fell to 81.80. That's 50 ticks in a matter of about 30 minutes. Okay? That is a home run reversal to me. Now, I'm proficient at taking reversal trades. Maybe not everybody else is. It's okay. Again, I'm only here to offer analysis, interpretation, expectations. What you choose to do with that information, with your own trading account, with your own money, is none of my business, nor do I desire it to be. But I will help you. How will I help you? I'll look at your trade plan. I'll help you develop it, okay? I'll review your trades with you or for you if you desire to send them to me. I will give you constructive criticism. You can do again with whatever you desire to do. I am here to help you get over the hurdle. Once you're over the hurdle, guys, listen, you're just going to show up every day and it's going to be nice and easy. And that's the whole idea. It's the whole idea, right? Whether you took any of the longs identified by following the trade plan checklist I provide every one of my clients, or if you took the short or took your profit, if you were running crude long or took the short with the information I gave, guys, you literally paid for your monthly membership for God only knows how many months to be here to continue to have access to the information, to the analysis, to the interpretation, to the expectations, right? What you do with it, again, ultimately up to you. But we were on point today on every push higher because we simply followed the checklist, right? This checklist hasn't changed in years. It's the same checklist. 2 time frame momentum, price respecting 3 fast moving averages, above or below 2 in sync VWAPs. That's it, right? As long as the moving averages are acting as rubber bands supporting the price either going higher or lower, there's no reason to exit the trade. Done. Simple, right? All you got to do is integrate that into your personal plan. When it comes to more advanced strategies, like calling the top of a market with great accuracy, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to say, hey, listen, I truly believe for this moment in time, based on the evidence provided, not on my opinion, based on the evidence provided, and I will provide that evidence in the blog post. I believe there's a high placed here in crude, whether it's temporary or for the session. I truly believe that it has been placed for some period of time. Again, whether you want to believe that, whether you don't want to believe that, whether you want to put to use or not, that ultimately comes down to you. Okay, I can't control what you do, but I can provide a high level of analysis, interpretation, and expectations based on my experience, based on the evidence the market provides. And if that's valuable to you, or you believe it could be valuable to you, I'm going to put a link below this video. I encourage you to click on it. I encourage you to take the time to read the site. I encourage you to reach out to me with any questions, and maybe consider, if you're really serious about becoming a trader at the next level, right? This is not entertainment. This is a business, right? I'm a businessman in the business of trading. Okay, that's who I am. If you want to be a business person, man or woman, that wants to be in the business of trading and is having a hard time getting to the next step, perhaps this could be a fit for you. I don't ask for thousands of dollars up front because I don't believe this is right for everybody. And me taking your money doesn't do me or you any favors, right? You find this valuable, you will renew every month, you will participate, you will ask questions, you will build a relationship with me, you will utilize all of the content that I give to you in order to grow as a trader. If you don't, you're just wasting your time and money, and that's totally up to you, right? But I'm not here to take thousands of your dollars. I'm not here to hold thousands of your dollars, because most of you, frankly, aren't going to follow through with it, right? I've learned that over the years in this business. So rather than being a shark like everybody else, asking for $2,000 a year, or $5,000, whatever the number is, doesn't matter to me, right? You will either find value in what I have to offer, or you won't. But I'll leave that up to you to decide. Guys, I feel like we nailed the market today. I feel like the market gave us the checklist I provide every one of my traders. I feel like I did my job to the best of my ability calling the high on crude. Whether we rally through it or not through the balance of the day, I don't know, nor do I care, because I've already paid myself. And if you guys want to partake, again, that link's below. I appreciate you being here. God bless. Have a wonderful day. And I look forward to helping you along your journey.